Hello everybody, and welcome. Today, I'm going to be doing a general reading where we take a look at your overall energy, your current energy, challenge, future, something that you're aware of. We get some advice, take a look at the outcome, as well as what's working for you at this time and what's working against you at this time. Now, I'm using a new Oracle deck, so I'm going to be reading from the book for a lot of the cards. And that is also because in this particular deck there is a poem that is attached to each card, but it's not on the actual cards themselves. So I'll be reading that from the guidebook as well. This is, this particular video is for the sign of Cancer. OCD. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck, okay, we have trust your wisdom. Alright, let's see, number 13. The poem for this card reads, "What is the litmus test for wisdom? Having fun and loving. Wild loving?" The description of this card reads, "It is time to take action on what you already know, the directives you've already received. Trust your experience and the wisdom that is gathered in your body. Let go of doubt and move confidently in the direction your wisdom has shown you. As the shackles of fear fall away, you will experience the playfulness and delight that trusting allows." Yeah, I feel like there's a lot here that is about, really getting closer to yourself, if that makes sense. Or, well, rather, it will make sense as we progress through the reading, but yeah. And Cancer is, or rather known to be, a very, intuitive sign. Okay, so for your overall energy here, we have embrace stillness. The poem for this card reads, "Stillness is an alchemy stone." The description of this card reads, "There's a door inside your mind no one told you about. It leads to a land of infinite potential and creative genius. You enter the doorway through stillness. If you seek to know the wild expanse of your truest power, or to discover the true home of your deepest belonging, go there. Go often, and listen deeply." Now, to further clarify that, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this is something that you're going to realize, or something you're going to like learn about, as here with the Nine of Pentacles you are, building the life that you would like. Well, that was nice and short and sweet. Now, for your current energy, we have practice tenderness. The poem for this card reads, "Tenderness is what I am when my heart governs, and I realize how much it is in your best interest to be very tender with yourself and with all of life. Vulnerability doesn't keep us safe, but it does keep us open. And an open heart is one of the strongest, most powerful tools in the world. Cultivate a practice of self-compassion and tenderness towards all of life in order to become more like the friend who created you." And to further clarify that, we have the Three of Cups. Okay, speaking of friends. you know, I feel like, you're really being asked to connect, right? With your friends, with people who are around you. They don't even have to be friends, but, I feel like as you learn how to show yourself compassion and tenderness, you know, you then learn how to show such to others. And I feel like that kind of like goes back to your like your connection to self, really furthers your connection to others, and by extension furthers your connection to the universe, or whatever it is you believe in. Now, for your challenge here, we have established priorities. Excuse me, Jesus. God, excuse me, that was horrible. That even surprised me. Alright, so the poem for this card reads, "I like perching on a limb in the sky like the moon." Interesting perspective. Now, the description of this card reads, "Your priorities are known to all around you based on your actions. We can all see what's really important to you if we observe how you spend your day, week, or year. Take a close look at what master you are serving today. Are you in alignment? Do your priorities need shifting in order to keep yourself healthy and whole? This is a good time to assess where and how you are showing up and whether or not it serves your values." And to further clarify this, we have the Page of Wands. Now, I get that you could be a bit immature, which, depending on what sort of immature, that's not entirely horrible, but it's also not entirely great. And I feel like here, your challenge is taking a look at your life and realizing in what areas, you've been embodying that immaturity. Because it can literally be any area of your life, but I feel like, that's something that has really been, like holding you back from making any sort of progress. Like, yeah, you have this lust for life, this curiosity to adventure, but, you also need to have, like, the maturity to move through such journeys in a way that is beneficial to you. the poem for this card reads, Love loves what it loves because of trust. The description of this card reads, we cannot know what the future holds, nor are we ever guaranteed safety or security. So we must trust what is unseen and allow our wellness to rest in what the universe has in store for us. At any given moment, everything is working out for you. It's not happening to you, but for you. This is the trust that allows the wings of Psyche to unfurl. And to further clarify this, we have the Hanged Man. Alright, so for the position of your future, I would say that, this is speaking to a sort of like newfound sense of trust. And I feel like, I don't know what could have changed your perception, but something definitely did. Something maybe has happened along your journey. Now, from what it looks like here with the cards, there's a lot here to do with the self. And I feel like as you, learn more about yourself, as you become more solid within yourself, that enables you to then trust. Because, unless you trust yourself, trusting anybody else is not going to work. That's not going to be a thing. And I feel like that's what kind of, like puts you in that Hanged Man energy right here. Like, beforehand you found it difficult to trust not only yourself but others around you. But then here, like the end result of this particular chapter of your journey is going to have to do with you, really becoming more secure in the self, and in turn that helps you to really like culminate like better, more trustworthy connections. Now, in the position of something that you're unaware of, we have invite peace. The poem for this card reads, every moment and sound we make in some real way is a prayer call, inviting the holy to wed ever and ever more deeply with us. The description of this card reads, it's time to make peace your number one priority, and in order to do that you must relinquish all desires to be right or good or even understood. Peace surpasses all thought and understanding because it comes from beingness. There is no right and wrong in this moment, only the space between knowing and accepting all as it is. And to further clarify, that was two, we have the World. So, I definitely get here that, what you're unaware of here is the ending of one cycle and the beginning of another. It's like how I was talking before about, trusting yourself, in turn helping you to trust others around you as well as, the universe itself. And here for, something that you're unaware of, it's really how, you're ending a phase, a chapter of, fear, chaos, things that really are, they're internal, but they're caused by the external. Alright, sorry about that. Next up, for your advice, we have move forward. The poem for this card reads, "Tell me, dear, when are you not a river ever moving forward, needing to empty into the sky, into God?" The description of this card reads, "The swirls and eddies of the mind are easy to get caught up in, and soon our whole life can feel stuck. Loosen your rigid thoughts, let go of the need to be right, or even to be understood. God understands you better than you understand yourself. Let that be enough for now and move forward into that peace like a river." Now I feel like these two cards are kind of really connected in a sense. The one that we got before this, invite peace, and then here, move forward, they both talk about letting go of the need to be right or understood. And then, here speaking to moving forward and into peace. Now, this is further clarified by the Page of Swords. Yeah, it's like, I feel like once you learn more about yourself, and you do that deep dive within yourself, it's going to be easier for you to let go and to just go with the flow. And I feel like here, that's sort of like, that's kind of like, well, not kind of, that is your advice. But, yeah. Alright, next up for your outcome here, we have release and let go. Alright, let's see, 21. The poem on this card reads, "Climbing a mountain one can gather many beautiful stones, but to fly you need to release them." The description on this card reads, "Now is the time to let go. Pull in the oars of ambition and let the river carry you downstream. Release all struggle and agenda, all trying. There's an old maxim that says, 'What is for ye will not pass by ye.' Have the boldness to believe this and let the waters of life carry you into its current, buoyant, free." And I'm seeing a lot here in this reading about like letting go. And I feel like this is specifically speaking to like letting go of fears. Like I feel like here with the Nine of Wands, you've really been like holding yourself back, and it's been like, you're holding yourself back here because of trauma, things you've been through in the past that have instilled fears in you of certain situations repeating. But in the position of the outcome here, I feel like this is speaking to you letting that go. You're letting things happen as they should. You're not trying to shift or change outcomes. Excuse me. You're just doing what you feel you need to do and moving forward. Excuse me. Now for what's working for you at this time, we have take the opportunity. The poem on this card reads, "Every moment the earth's amorous body says, 'Make love to me,' and the sky says that too." The description of this card reads, "Gosh, what are we waiting for? Opportunity comes knocking. Your job is to open the door and discover the adventure that awaits beyond it. The sun and sky seek your yes, and the world will change because of the risks you take. You are a creator, and you came here to explore the possibilities. Even if it doesn't turn out exactly as planned, this is a game. Oh, well, this is a game-changing moment. Seize it." And to further clarify that, we have the King of Cups. I feel like there's like a passion project of sorts. Something that you would genuinely love to do that you might have been holding back on. And I feel like, as this all progresses, you're really gonna feel that sort of push to go after it. Or, this new chapter that you go into, it can really, as the energies shift, so does the energy of the things coming towards you. And you will then get that opportunity that you've been seeking. And, you know, this is sort of like a sign, if you will, to just jump on that opportunity. Take a chance. Don't let your past fears here, hold you back from doing something that you love. Now lastly, in the position of what's working against you at this time, we have create silence. The poem on this card reads, "The moon can speak but never does, 'cause she has found something of so much greater worth, silence." The description of this card reads, "Sit still and listen to the silence. Lay the distractions of the world at your doorstep and move toward the center of your heart, where there is quiet. Your soul has secrets to tell, but it speaks in whispers. Lay your ear down toward that soul space and listen deeply. Where there was noise and chaos, now there is abundance and ease. Where there were warring thoughts, now there is peace. Silence will be your lover tonight. Court her, and the mystery will offer itself up to you, rolling in ecstasy at your feet." Now, to further clarify this, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. So, I feel like this is kind of like speaking to like how the outcome was speaking to, your fears, trauma that has been holding you back, a fear of, repeating certain situations. And, in a sense, that can kind of keep you from connecting with yourself as well as, like, the universe, which is the team that you need to draw in the things you want. You always have a partner in manifesting because you're always working with the universe. And, that's why, here, I feel like, your inability to really, sit in that stillness and connect with yourself, connect with the universe on that necessary level is really what's working against you at this time and keeping you from your Ten of Pentacles. Because it's there. It's been there. But you have to be a particular version of you in order to get to, or rather, in order to draw in that opportunity. Alright, Cancer. This is the message that I have for you today, and I do hope it serves you well. Be gentle with yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.